As you can see here, we are at the birthplace of Virgin Mary in the old city of Jerusalem, and soon we will be at the Via Dolorosa, the way of the cross. Here we are next to the St. Anne Church in the old city of Jerusalem, walking towards the Via Dolorosa. This is the Valley of Hinnom in front of the Gethsemane, and we here see the Christians tombed, people from different time, from different centuries. Christians were buried here next to the walls of old city of Jerusalem and the Golden Gate. Here we see the Golden Gate of the old city of Jerusalem. Today the gate is closed since hundreds of years. We are in one of the beautiful stations and churches in Jerusalem. We are in the Garden of Gethsemane with these beautiful olive trees dating back centuries in time. One of the oldest olive trees in the Holy Land. Family, I would love to wish you a very happy birthday from here, from the Garden of Gethsemane, looking over the Hinnom Valley and the old city of Jerusalem, the place where Jesus was captured by the Roman when he was with his disciples. Here in the Garden of Gethsemane, where he cried and he was captured by the Romans. And we will enter inside and see the beautiful church of the Gethsemane, of the Garden of Gethsemane, as you see here. This is the Church of All Nations, and we can see here the American eagle, since the United States is one of the countries that donated to rebuild this beautiful church. And when we see others and different symbols of different countries that donated to help build this church, the Church of All Nations, the Church of the Garden of Gethsemane. And we see here Jesus sitting in the Garden of Gethsemane. Also we see when Jesus got his kiss from Judah before he was captured by the Romans, here in the gardens. Here we are at the beginning of Via Dolorosa. This is the Antonia Fortress, the first station of the cross. In front of it, it's the second station. Here Pontius Pilate judges Jesus and ordered the soldier to crucify him. In front of us we see the echo homo, which means here is the man, when he showed Jesus for the people and he told them this is the man to crucify him. And this is the beginning of Jesus carrying the cross. Christians from all around the world today, they come to follow Jesus' trial by carrying the cross and walking the 14 stations of the cross as in the old city of Jerusalem. As you see here, the Echo Homo and the Sisters of Zion Church in the old city of Jerusalem in the Via della Rosa. We're walking the Via della Rosa, and the last stations of the cross is the Holy Sepulchre Church, the Church of the Resurrection, where Jesus was crucified and resurrected from death. And we are walking through this way, the way of the cross. Today the old city of Jerusalem have 4 different quarters: the Christian quarter and the Muslim quarters, the Armenian quarter and the Jewish quarter. People are still living here in the old city of Jerusalem since thousands of years. Different groups of people, different Christian denominations living here all together. Can you see here in the sign, we are at the Via della Rosa, the way of the cross. We're getting close to the 3rd and to the 4th station, where Jesus fell down while carrying his cross, and where Mother Mary, the mother of Christ, saw him for the first time. We're getting close to there. Here we are. Here it is, the 3rd and to the 4th station, where Jesus fell down while carrying the cross, and where Jesus saw his mom for the first time. Continuing in the Via della Rosa to one of the most important churches where Simon carried the cross and helped Jesus carrying it, here where Jesus fell down for the 2nd time. Later on, and here we are in the 5th station. The 5th station where Simon helped Jesus carrying the cross. At the Via della Rosa, people are still praying until today here on the way of the cross. Here we are, Pamela, in the last stations of the cross, the Church of the Resurrection, the Holy Sepulchre Church in Jerusalem, where the 11, 12, 13 and 14 stations of the cross are here, where Jesus was crucified, washed by olive oil, and then buried inside the grave in the Holy Sepulchre, and resurrected 3 days after that. I wish you a very happy birthday from the Holy Sepulchre Church, from the Church of the Resurrection, where Jesus was buried and resurrected. Happy year, better and full of health and happiness from Jerusalem, and enjoy it. We are at the Holy Sepulchre Church, the Church of the Resurrection, where Jesus was crucified And these are the last stations of the cross, the 11, 12, 13 and 14. Jesus was put in on the cross. He died. They took him off the cross and they washed his body and buried him here. The famous Golgotha, it's here. The place where they washed Jesus' body with olive oil, it's also here. And the grave where he rested for 3 days and resurrected, it's also here at the Holy Sepulchre Church. It's a beautiful designed church from the time of the Crusader here in the old city of Jerusalem in the Christian Quarter. We are in our 4th station. We're walking down to the entrance of the Dominus Flevit Church. You can see it here between the trees. This is the church. The church was destroyed and rebuilt during history, during different centuries and periods of time. And today we have it since the 20th century from Antonio Berluzzi, the beautiful Italian architect who designed the last church that we see today here. We see the old city of Jerusalem and the valley of Hinnom. You can imagine what Jesus did so when he was here, weeping and crying over the city of Jerusalem and looking for it and prophesying the future of the city and how it will be destroyed. Here on our left side, next to the entrance of the church, is the Jewish cemetery. We're walking down for the church, for the entrance of the Dominus Flevit Church. As you can see here, this is the entrance of the church. As you see, the Dominus Flevit Church, where Jesus cried and wept over the city of Jerusalem, as we can see in the Bible, crying for the city. Again, Pamela, we are here on Mount of Olives in this beautiful Friday morning, sunny, hot and warm, recording for you this beautiful video to wish you a happy birthday from the holy city of Jerusalem with the most beautiful view on earth. As you can see here, the old city of Jerusalem, the Khurba synagogue, the Dome of the Rock. Here we have the oldest Jewish cemetery on earth, one of the oldest Jewish cemetery, the Hinnom Valley, the walls of the old city, and the Holy Sepulchre Church where Jesus was crucified. Later on we will be visiting that beautiful site. Here we are on the Mount of Olives, also with the Dominus Flevit Church where Jesus wept and cried over the city of Jerusalem on his way to the old city, on his way to Jerusalem in his final week. Dominus Flevit, the beautiful church with the beautiful valley of Hinnom and the voice of the old city of Jerusalem, with the city of David, the old part of Jerusalem where King David built his city, with the beautiful walls of Jerusalem. And here we have the Antonia Fortress looking over the old city. Antonia Fortress where Jesus was held from the Romans. So here we are, going and walking to the Mount of Olives view, and this road that we're walking on right now, it's part of Palm Sunday road, Palm Sunday walk that Jesus done when he was visiting Jerusalem on his last week of the Holy Week of Jerusalem. Here on the left side are the borders and the land of the Paternoster Church. The Paternoster Church is where Jesus taught his disciples the prayer of Paternoster. With his disciples, they learned it, and it's one of the first 4 churches in Christianity, with the Holy Sepulchre and Nativity Church. And here we are. We will be able soon to see the beautiful view of Mount of Olives looking over the old city of Jerusalem, and to be able to see what Jesus saw 2,000 years ago when he was walking in his last week in Jerusalem. Here we see the beautiful view of the old city of Jerusalem. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning from the Holy Land. Good morning from Jerusalem and the Mount of Olives. We're here starting on the top of Mount of Olives in the Chapel of Ascension, where Jesus was ascended to heaven. As it says in the book of Mark, we are here in the Mount of Olives, in the Holy Mount of Olives, with the first step in our journey, showing you the footsteps of Jesus in Jerusalem. Unfortunately, the site is closed because of coronavirus. But here we are at the entrance of the Chapel of Ascension with our first step in Jerusalem. And stay tuned, we have a lot of places for you to see. So Pamela, right now we're entering to Mother's Mary tomb, the Church of Mother Mary, here next to the Garden of Gethsemane, where Mother Mary was buried after she died. Christian people still pray here till today. Mother Mary was taken to heaven, sky by Jesus after she died, as we'll read and learn in the Bible. And here we are in Mother Mary tomb, the Church of Mother Mary. We lighted a candle here. This is the candle in the behalf of you, Pamela, here in the Church of Mother Mary. We did light it for you.